Welcome to Whiskey Plays a Wizard's Lizard. I'm going to be using the gamepad for this one. I'm going to have a quick play with the game. Just enough to get familiar with the controls, enough to not look like an idiot. Of course the volume is far too loud now that I actually want to do this. Excellent. So, you are literally a wizard's lizard. Unfortunately, not the popular kind, because that would be hilarious. And the wizard has created a potion that defeats death, makes him immortal. And Death's angry about this, like he's pissed. So he steals the wizard and buggers off to his death castle or what. I don't really know where he takes him, to be honest. And it's up to you, the wizard's lizard, to go get your master back. And you've got a bunch of special abilities. You've got a dash on the B button if you're using default controls. You also have the Soul Blast, which costs you a soul orb to fire. I shouldn't have demonstrated that.
But restarting the modem seems to have fixed the weird graphical issues I was having in what do you call it, War Thunder.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's having a random flick through.
And you can also drop a totem
that's a bit of a
with
break.
the X button. In addition to, as you just saw there, the inventory, which allows you to equip different items. The tricky sword here actually does like a random amount of damage when it hits. So sometimes it'll just decimate an enemy and sometimes it'll do nothing. Thankfully, overall it's about on par with the default sword. So it's not actually a bad weapon to take. But you're also seeing another mechanic of the game here. Those ghost skeletons that are walking around, they're only hostile and capable of damaging you if you've already died and gone to like a netherworld type setting. And you can only get out of that by finding a portal. So you essentially get 2 lives per run, with it dropping you into kind of a ghost world after the first death. And these graves you see on the floor is disturbed dirt. If I stand on that, a zombie will come out. And there is a weapon that converts enemy kills into gold. And if you have that, you can really farm those zombie graves for massive amounts of money. And you can come out with like all the best items in the game after 1 level. Well, if they're available anyway at the randomised shop. My second run did go that way and I ended up beating like half the game. Because I got bullshit armor. But yes, it's generally straightforward. It's very Binding of Isaac-like. You just sort of go from room to room, pressing switches, shooting things with your throwable sword for some reason. Your totem can have various uses, like it can heal you or repel enemies. I didn't mean to go in here, I hope that gold's still there. Items are persistent between rooms, apparently. Oh wow, did you see that? That was awesome. So these are all healing items. Food's always a healing item. I've not taken a hit, so I'm not going to buy any of that because that'd be stupid. Huzzah! Dark Iron Boots. And as you can see in the inventory, you can go and see what they do. Increases my maximum health. And you can see in the top left it's gone up by 10. So having the full set of armour would probably give me like an extra 50 health, I think. Assuming they'll give me the same amount. I hate those green skeletons. Another thing you're seeing here are these fans. They don't actually hurt you on their own, but they do push you around. and if you get caught in a spider web or being pushed in a direction by one, you're pretty much stuffed, and that's why the spikes in the middle of that room are so dangerous. Ooh, good items here, some necklaces. I don't actually know what this one does, so I'm going to buy this one. Increased totem power, always good, and let's see what this does. Can I... Oh, no I don't know. Okay. And a free treasure chest. It's a very generous game, it's not really like Binding of Isaac where, you know, everything's expensive, and I do need a heal. Did that? Yeah, already applied it. It's already applied. In that case, I didn't get much out of it. Yeah, unlike Binding of Isaac though, it's not very brutal. Don't get me wrong, like, you'll still get stomped by rooms, you know, it's not an easy game. Let's just have a totem on these guys. Like, your starting basic totem on this character is... it just pew-pews things in 4 directions. It's not very powerful, but it'll do a decent amount of damage to enemies caught in it. That's what you get for having a basic item, right? This room here, you might not be able to see it very well on the stream, or on the video rather, but that's an exit from the Death World. There's like a little portal on the floor that I walked around, and when you're in the Death World and losing all your health, you can stand on that. It'll put you back out into this world, and allow you to continue your adventure with an extra life, essentially. Yeah, just like Binding of Isaac, everything's randomised. The rooms do seem to have some kind of template though. I have seen a couple of rooms repeat. No big deal. You know, I kind of like that you can learn what's going to happen. You know, there's probably thousands upon thousands of rooms in this area alone. You know, so you can kind of learn what's going to happen, but not really. You know, there's so much that can happen. Ooh, more Dark Iron, more health. I have no idea what that did. I've yet to figure out how to push these. I think I need a different character. So I'm not really sure how to ever get at these chests. Maybe you need to be in the Death Dimension or whatever. And every enemy just kind of has a really basic attack pattern. Like they'll just walk at you or they'll shoot something at you. You know, you're not gonna run into any like fucking Medusa head style dickery, you know. Those birds are probably the worst thing you'll come across. Mainly because they dash you when you hit them. So you've kind of got to get them on the edge of your attack range and just plink away at them before they get to you. Actually, this game is part of a Humble Bundle, I think? Might have been an Indie Gala bundle. It was one or the other. Well worth it. I wrote this off as like a cheap knockoff based on the art style. You know, I kind of saw like the gameplay and the art style and it's shit, it's like a poor man's Binding of Isaac. It really isn't. You know, this is a genuinely good game that deserves some attention. So yeah, I think you go through 3 levels and then fight a boss at the end of each area. The boss of this area, if I remember rightly, is kind of like a skeleton lord type person. He has like little zombies and skeletons backing him up. He kicks my ass the first time I fought him. I kind of want to buy this just to see what it does. Oh, it's a dungeon map. We've got the whole map now. Shame it doesn't actually... Either these rooms don't have anything in, or it doesn't tell me what's in those rooms. Soul Call? It looks like I can call Gumby or something. We'll try it out on the next group of monsters. Oh god, it did call a dragon, holy shit! I've got a fucking dragon! Okay, I like that. So that's the first time I've come across that. I didn't know your Soul Blast thing could get upgraded, I thought that was tied to your character. You know, I thought like this character always had that Soul Blast. Those Wolfmen are kind of hard to kill as well. They can dash in any direction. And they just sort of wait for an opening to attack you and then rush you with that kind of... I want to say Shadow of the Beast, but I don't think it was. Altered Beast style dash. You remember that game? I hope people remember that game. It was awesome. Rise from your grave. Zeus commands. You go on an awesome adventure of punching things as a half-naked man. You know, and who can't appreciate that? Yeah, it was the 90s. It's a different time. See, he didn't really attack me there because I didn't really give him an opening. You know, you kind of got to stay on top of the wizard man. I blew myself up like a dumbass, so now I'm in the death world. And of course all the skeletons are hostile. Sometimes when you kill a creature in the living world, it turns into a skeleton ghost thing, and kind of adds to the danger in that room in the death world. So sometimes, you know, if you're low on health, sometimes killing everything in the room isn't the best idea, if the doors don't lock. Quite often though, I mean almost always the doors lock and you can't get out anyway, so... there's another thing that enemies sometimes do. I don't know if they do that in the living world, but sometimes when you defeat the last enemy in a room they'll turn into a flaming skull and kind of chase you down. They're not hard to kill, just like everything else. This Trictosaur is actually doing really well for me right now. Having said that, I get an enemy that does 10 hits, of course. Should have seen that coming before I said it, right? But this is only the first area of the story as well. You can rescue villagers. You find them hidden in the levels, like hidden in a secret room or whatever. And you just kind of defeat the monster and like move up to the villager and cut his ropes with your sword. And like he then goes back to the village and he's like, "Oh, I'm so grateful, I'll give you 1,000 gold to start your quest." Which is how I'm... Oh my god, I killed myself. But yeah, like that guy, I rescued a guy. I think he's actually walking around. Yeah, he's there. This guy is morphing into that woman. I rescued him and he was like, "I'm so grateful, I'll give you 1,000 gold to start your quest next time." And he'll always be there. And there's like a shop in here. Obviously I think it's too expensive. You can unlock blueprints that unlock more stuff in the shop. I think you can warp to different levels from inside this room. Mysterious green crystals block the way. Okay, what does this asshole want? Leads to the crypt. Mysterious red crystals. This guy doesn't seem to care. I think this is just where some of the people you rescue from the dungeons hang out. Let's take one more run at the graveyard. Hopefully we'll actually beat it and see some of the sewers. I did get to the sewers once. I think it was on like my 4th playthrough. I got into the sewers, but I got killed like in the first level because Yeah, that's the kind of game these games are. You know, you kind of die horribly and then you learn. Here it is. This is the... Oh shit, oh shit. Horrible things are happening. I'm sorry, shopkeeper. I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. Yeah, this golden axe, what it does is it gives you money for the enemy's health. So like basic enemies are worth 50 gold and more powerful enemies are worth 100. So on, so forth. This guy's probably going to drop like 10,000 gold. Nope, just 50. Okay, whatever. I kinda didn't mean to kill him, but it worked out in the end. Apart from, you know, being in the death world with no health. And I'm dead. Yes, the golden axe is a magical thing. You're probably in for a good playthrough if you find it. Unless you're stupid and smack the shopkeeper. It doesn't do a lot of damage, unfortunately. Like, you know, it does a decent amount, but it's not... Its slow attack rate's kind of its downfall. The big advantage, of course, is piles upon piles of free money. Especially if you find a zombie room. Because if you find one of those zombie graves like this one, you know, each of those graves can spawn like 3 zombies, and each one of those is worth 50 or 100. Gold each. I think it's just 50 each. So that's like an extra 300. Sorry, 3 times 50. That's 150. You know, 450 gold just for this room alone, like just for those graves alone. If I take the time to actually kill them all. You know, I could probably run up. The zombies aren't very scary. I could probably run over all 3 graves and take all 3 at once. Then you got that one turning into skeletons. That one's worth double. Well, yes, I will have a giant pile of money out of your corpses. I'm not going to do it because it's boring. It doesn't make for an entertaining stream. So, I actually don't know what this game costs. Like I said, I got it as part of a bundle, so... I don't know if this is like 5 quid or 10 quid or 99p or whatever. I don't know what platforms it's on. Maybe it's on Android, maybe it's PC only. Definitely advise checking it out. Ooh, Hunt Totem. Don't know what this does. I'm just going to take it with me. Check if there's anything hidden. Nope. Let's find out what it does then. Slime Key. I'm guessing that's something to do with the sewers, since there was slime in the sewers. Quickly throws spears towards its caster. Equipped a totem. Oh. So I guess that just fires at me, so I'm probably supposed to put that down and then get on the other side of monsters so that it pew-pews them. Increase soul power. That just makes your blast do more damage. Decreases soul power. Okay. So I guess they probably cancelled each other out, but I got more health out of the deal, so... See if we can get any gold out of these before we go back to the regular world. You've just got to stand in it for a while, and then it powers up. Ta-da! And you are back in the regular world. It only gives you a minimum amount of health, so it's not ideal. Better than losing your entire game when you've got a good start like this one. I think we might actually stand a chance of finishing this. Earth Totem, what does that do? Crushes enemies with rocks. I kind of like the sound of that one better than the Hunt Totem. You know what, it doesn't cost anything to fire it, let's just fire one. This just has a cooldown, you can fire the totem. Oh, it's just like the basic totem except diagonal. Whatever. The Hun one's probably more interesting to actually use. Yes, the Golden Axe also bounces. As you saw on that bat on the wall, I got 2 hits on it, where my shot rebounded off the wall and hit it again in the back. I guess those flaming skulls only happen in the Ghost World, because they're all ghosts that are here and not doing any damage, so that's good to know. The Ghost World's not so much your punishment for sucking, but a chance to have another go. Ooh, new necklace. I kinda wanna grab that. I also kinda just wanna smack the shopkeeper again, but I know that's gonna result in death, because that other one kicked the crap out of us. Do I already have a necklace? No. Let's have this one. Increases attack power. Excellent. So yeah, I really can't recommend this game enough. I mean, it's not... I left a piece of gold behind there. It's not really a 10 out of 10 game. I'd say Binding of Isaac is slightly better. Oh god, the shopkeeper stays hostile. Give me all your healths. I'm actually not sure if you're allowed back to the death dimension twice. Oh, Tom's fucking up. Aha! Okay, so I didn't know they stayed hostile, but whatever, we survived. Don't shoot your shopkeepers, kids. Those guys are badass. As I was saying, I think Binding of Isaac is the slightly better game, especially Rebirth. Not that this one feels bad to play or anything, just... I don't know what it is about Binding of Isaac, there's just something appealing about that game. This game's plenty appealing, and I appreciate the dick joke in the title. You know, but you know, if Binding of Isaac's like a 10 out of 10, then this is more like a 9 out of 10. It's not necessarily massively, it's not necessarily worse, it's just different. God, I'm really trying to qualify what I'm saying, apparently. The review score analogy wasn't really a good one. Yeah. I think I'll stick with that statement. It's not necessarily worse, it's just different. If you like Binding of Isaac, you'll probably like this. And if you like this but want more of a challenge, you'll probably like Binding of Isaac. But if you're not into this kind of twin stick style top down dungeony exploring type thing, then you're probably not going to give a shit. In which case, why are you watching? Go away. You smell. You've also got to be careful about destroying the lamps in this game, because they actually do cast light. You know, so that bat was really hard to see in the shadows. I'm not going to go around destroying the light. We've got 13,000 gold. I'm going to get shit tons more in each room. If I even survive that long. I'm actually not sure if you're allowed into the Death World more than once. Like, I don't know if I die now if I'll go back to the Death World or if I'll just be like, oh shit, name it. Yeah, don't stand next to the treasure chest when you open them. Like, back off a little bit each time. Leave a lot of that thing before I go near it by accident. I grew up in like an age of Newgrounds games on the internet, so this graphic style appeals to me as well, just like the original Binding of Isaac Flash style did. God, I hate those green ones. I can never seem to dodge their attack, I just suck at it. Fucking go, motherfucker! So much keeping this PG-13. I was going to edit it into a nice professional style video review. Well, professional style might be going a bit too far. You know, but a video review nonetheless, and I was determined I wasn't going to swear here. That's gone out the window now. Whatever, I'll just stick the video for all. People on YouTube can still appreciate that, alright? I need to blow up as many of those fucking pots as I can before I accidentally walk into one again. At least I can one-shot his zombies now. That's a big deal. It doesn't really seem like it since they're just basic enemies, but not getting hounded by those guys while I'm dodging his flail. Big deal. His graves do run out, thankfully. He doesn't get an infinite... Youch. Oh well, at least they're easier to see now. You know, he doesn't get an infinite supply of zombies. I think he does get an infinite supply of skeletons. There are some... Oh, I was about to say, there's some spawners you can destroy, and these are some of them. Got a soul off there too. Got another soul. Let's go on top. Let's pew pew the crap out. Yeah! That thing fires so fast. With my totem power up that I got earlier, this is pretty awesome. I'm guessing that blue document I could buy in the shop as well was one of the blueprints that unlocks new items for the village shop. I should have probably been looking out to buy that. Yeah, see, like most of his graves have run out and disappeared now. So it's really just a game of patience now, staying away from him. Not getting smacked by that giant mace. I wasn't greedy for the gold either, it's not going to disappear on a timer or anything, this isn't an NES game. Oh, they don't reach very far. I thought they'd shoot the length of the room, but apparently not. Ah! So yes, boss of the graveyard defeated. I'm glad we got to at least go through the first level. Apparently I got some wizard shoes. Excellent. You actually have to press a button to open these chests as well. You don't just get to like walk up to them and bump them. Oh yeah, royal daggers, look at that! Pew pew pew! You know what? I'll continue playing until I die. How about that? Then we'll end the stream. And this will appear on YouTube shortly afterwards. Here's the sewers. You actually have to complete the... I think you actually either have to buy the... I've got that key, like, I really don't know what that key does. I kind of feel like that key will allow me to go into them, but the slime, excuse me, the green crystals blocking the entrance to here was in the village, and you can't go back to that. So if you see some of the variant enemies, those mushrooms are absolute bastards. When you kill them, they explode into like a spread pattern. Thankfully, they don't have infinite range. Weapons I've found yet. I really like this one. Another thing to watch out for is those goo puddles. They can turn into balls of goo when you go near them. That's probably what will kill me actually. Like those. I'm so surprised they are. Oh shit. So maybe I have to open these in the right order to not get them to attack me, or like only one of them's not gonna try and kill me. You do get a warning when one's a mimic. It does have fangs that show up. And you can see it when the lid first opens, you get that signal to back off. So it's not exactly like a bad trap that screws you over. There's enough of a warning. Oh, there's quite a lot of good stuff in here. That's what I mean about this game being more generous than Binding of Isaac. Oh god, he's still hostile. Go away, shopkeeper. I'm almost dead. And I somehow got a bunch of different weapons there. I didn't realise what they were. As promised, played again until I died. I do hope you've enjoyed the stream. Thank you for watching. And no doubt some of you will show up in the YouTube comments section saying nasty things. But yes, joking aside, this game is awesome. It's called A Wizard's Lizard. It's definitely on Steam, probably on Humble Bundle. Don't know how much it's cost, don't even know who it's by. I really wish I'd have researched that. Let's see who it's by actually. It is by Lost Decade Games. So yes, Lost Decade Games on Steam, $6.99. A little bit pricey, but worth it. Go check it out if you enjoyed Binding of Isaac and want more. Brilliant stuff.